I was literally about to say, I'm like, your thing's not in full screen.
You watch, we'll load up Botany Manor, and fucking, it'll just crash.
Thank God you can just chapter select in this game because
Yeah.
delete all progress. Sure, why not? Like,
Sure. It's perfectly fine with me. It just starts the game again from the beginning. I'm like,
it's like you said, delete all progress. It's like
that's not what I meant.
so
Where the fuck? Oh.
yes, the issue of just dropping in on a chapter. You're suddenly like, what the fuck was I doing? Like,
I was like, this layout looks a little too different for me.
where am I?
Alright, now to remember all these things that I'm going to 100% have forgotten.
Exactly, like, you know, have that authentic experience again.
I think this was like when you're supposed to open the door.
Don't say that out loud. It's someone's first time watching this.
Oh my god. Stop it. It tickles.
What?
No, fucking, he's over here rubbing his whiskers all over my leg. What's wrong with you?
I love you, Papa.
I love you, puppy. Anyway. The Fox and the Crow. One evening... I just realized that the one is completely cut off.
Oh yeah, it is like kind of like
because it's
the...
italic. It's just like right in there.
You said one evening and then just paused, and I was like, "That's a comma, not a period." Dumbass. Like,
what do you mean? I'll pause completely. Just one evening. What do you mean? There's a space there in between both of them.
good.
One evening. Exactly. You just have like 3 commas in it. One evening, and then it's the longest pause. One evening, a fox was in search of something to eat for dinner. He saw the crow sitting on a tree branch, holding a big piece of tasty cheese in her beak. So the fox came up with a plan. He walked up to the crow and complimented her shiny black feathers. The crow was suspicious of the fox. I don't know.
Every time I watch a movie now, I'm just quickly realizing, like, oh my gosh, no animal can eat cheese, actually, like...
I don't think cheese was supposed to be, possible.
So. Yeah, I guess.
Because I told you the story about how they discovered cheese. I'm just like, I just don't... Every animal would clearly not be able to eat it. It's not even supposed to exist in the first place.
Man-made, so it's just like...
Accidentally man-made cheese. Oh, God. And kept her beak tightly closed on the cheese. The fox kept on charming the crow, describing her as the most magnificent of all birds with a big, strong beak. It's like, wow, are you gonna crack walnuts with that?
You gonna crack these nuts with that?
Oh, no. Oh, what a song that beak must make. It must be a song of a queen. Please, beautiful crow, let me hear it. Flattered by the praise, the crow forgot all about her suspicion, and also her dinner. So she opened her beak wide and uttered the loudest caw, and down fell the cheese, straight into the fox's open mouth. It would have been funny if he just kept his mouth open, and like, it just never came down. It just got caught on a branch.
It's like, no, god damn it.
Yeah, honestly. Mushroom.
Gotta sniff around the entire...
I don't remember where anything is.
Yeah, exactly.
It's been too long. Wonders of the night sky. Wow.
In 2 months.
Was it 2 months? I'm pretty sure it was more than that. Ah, yes, my favorite.
Yeah. Since all the progress was deleted, like
gotta do all my chair sittings again. Imagine if there's actually like if you had the Steam version of it, it actually says you sat on all the chairs. My fucking hyperfixation with this game of like sitting on chairs.
Shouldn't you open your book and like see what plants you gotta grow again?
My
Nightfall. I vaguely recall my grandmother studying the nightfall when I was young. Sapphire gloom. Judging by the name, I don't believe this to be an edible mushroom. You don't know that?
I sure hope not.
Maybe I want to glow on the inside. Cradle fern. The past years, these ferns have drastically declined on the banks, so I feel compelled to research any changes in their environment. Brook chalice. My friend wrote to me about the brook chalice, which made wait, which made we want to research them.
Saying someone's on the team is a little dyslexic.
I was like looking at it for a hot second, and I was like, wait, that's a W, not an M.
God, I love all the errors in this game. Every single time, like I just find a new one. My
It's very, very homemade, you know.
God. You know what? They tried their best. Every little every error just adds to the charm.
Yeah, like this is an adorable ass game anyway.
New Year's Ball.
Oh, to be given at Summer, I forget, Summerist. Hull, Thursday, 4th January, 1860. Suppers at 6 o'clock. Good music in attendance. Sure, buddy. Cousin, wash your hands and oh gosh. Wash your hands and accompany me. You won't find a husband at the bottom of the garden.
Just the won't fine being put together.
We forget to hit space and you like read it back later and you're like, oh god.
Because like the space was added in here, but it was not added in there.
Not in the fucking text overlay.
Nice try, buddy. Anyway, Le Golden Fish. The golden fish. One bright morning, a poor fisherman caught a shiny golden fish. The fish cried, "Please let me live. I am not a fish, but a prince enchanted by a wicked spell." So the fisherman let the fish go free. When the fisherman's wife learned of this, she demanded the fish grant a wish in return for its freedom. A cottage instead of the hovel where they lived. So the fisherman returned to the shore, and the fish granted their wish. But the wife was greedy, and demanded riches, a palace, and servants. All the while the ocean became darker, and the shore became black with dirt. Just... Imagine the ocean being like, nah, you know what, here's back all your nutrients, you're no longer sand. Cause like...
It's like, you know what, you're such a bitch, I'm just gonna like...
It's like, I'm gonna fucking reground the earth. Because fucking sand only exists because the ocean takes all the minerals away, and sand is all that's left. Finally, the wife wished to be so powerful that she could grant wishes for herself. What? Why didn't you ask that to begin with?
American shit.
Yeah, honestly. And in return for the greedy request, the fish revoked all of the wishes it had granted. After that, the ocean became blue again, and the shore clean, and the fisherman never saw the golden fish ever again.
And hopefully got a divorce.
I mean, honestly, yeah. Kind of reminds me of that one Wallace and Gromit movie. Or no, not Wallace and Gromit. It's by the same studio. I think it's Chicken Run. The woman there is like a fucking menace. She's like just so evil.
I think it's wild seeing these movies when it's like the wife is like an absolute fucking psychopath. And like you just got like the submissive, like, you know,
husband, yeah.
male. Yeah.
That is weird because you end up finding out that men actually kind of like women like that, which is insane.
Yeah, I think that's why they stay with them still, and you're just like, alright, pal.
It's like, that is a choice. The hare and the tortoise. I always love the rearranging of it because I'm always used to it being like the tortoise and the hare.
Yeah, so then you read it and you're like, wait.
It's like, oh, I understand. You rearranged it because it would be in alphabetical order instead of reverse alphabetical order.
So that reminds me how it's like literally every other country where it'd be like W, X, Y, and Z, and it's like Americans being like, oh, you know, it doesn't sound like the same.
It doesn't rhyme.
It just doesn't rhyme. It's like, you want to change how we've been saying it for fucking, like, centuries? Because you want it to fucking rhyme, and it's like, yeah, we're gonna change to Z. And it's like...
I always think about that because, like, it reminds me of those, like, images I always see of, like, this kid screaming in the background and the mom being like, "Why can't you be normal?" So they always slap America on the kid, and I'm just like, it's accurate. At midday, a hare and a tortoise took a walk together. The hare moved quickly and noticed the tortoise struggling to keep up. The hare laughed and challenged the tortoise to a race. The tortoise accepted. Imagine being so up your own ass. It's like, oh, you
Right?
can't keep up? Let's have a race. Why?
Because I know you can't keep up.
A course was decided and the race began. The hare immediately leapt out of sight, but then laid down to take a nap, sure that the tortoise would never catch up. The tortoise plodded slowly on, making his way towards the finish line. When the hare awoke from his nap, he opened his eyes just in time to see the tortoise crawling slowly across the finish line. The proud hare had been so sure that he would win, and underestimated the tortoise. As the tortoise crossed the line, he exclaimed, "Slow and steady wins the race." Also, like, I never understand when, like, books be like, we gotta fill up the space, and they do the giant spaces in between words.
Gotta make it seem more like gotta rack up those page counts somehow. Like
I feel like I have to be like, that he would win. And then it's just like, it's so much air being taken in to read this. Oh no, the ether. Oh, okay. Alrighty. I forgot how slow this moves, but if I fucking up it a little more, it's gonna be too fast.
or you could try like adjusting it like ever so slightly, just like using the D-pad instead of the joysticks. You could like move it by one.
No. I just don't trust it. Evan, are you good? What the fuck? All I hear is him going. I'm like,
You dreaming?
No, he's like making the sound like he's gonna vomit.
Rocky did that behind me earlier, and I literally like whipped around, and I got scared because it was like literally like on my foot. It's like, don't throw up on me.
Well, that's the thing. He's also near my foot. That's why I'm like, ugh. Alright, I had to double check that one. I was like, that one was evening, right? What?
You did it right.
I thought I did it right. Never mind then. I'll just jump. It's pretty sure.
Hell yeah.
I love the little weird dust effect.
Like, oh man, it's dusty as hell in here. Look at them
Achoo.
dust particles.
I'm so sneezy.
A
Alright.
fucking massive spider web like on the corner of the screen there.
Bruh, I'd wonder what spider left all these giant massive spider webs.
They're thick and like
My home is cursed.
I'd walk in here and like see all that and be like, hell that, and walk the fuck back out. Like,
It's like I don't even know what's in here. Ah yes, clues. Augustus. September. Junio. Mayo. May again. How the fuck is the 1st of May different from the 22nd of May? July.
the sky just feeling a certain way, you know?
This guy's just like, I'm just feeling so fruity today.
October.
I just think if you see green in the sky, you live in a smog area.
Right? Like, this one always confused me where it's like, oh, you know, she's like painting like the sunsets and stuff. How the fuck are you seeing green in the sky? Like,
She's actually colorblind.
London Record. Old newspaper. The London Record. And Weekly Journal of Literature, Science, and Art. Lindley. My brain's having a stroke. Lindy appointed chair of botany at University College London after an esteemed early career as assistant secretary to the Horticultural Society and admission, and one of the youngest ever fellows of to the Linen Society.
Huh? Oh.
These sentences are getting me strokes.
Gonna make me, you know, when you like reread something, because when you read it the first time it was like, oh, it was easy, but then when you read it actually like slowly, you're like, wait.
John Lindley plans to elevate the science of botany. He spoke thus in his inaugural lecture. It has been very much the fashion of late years in this country to undervalue the importance of the science, and to consider it an amusement for ladies rather than an occupation for the serious thoughts of man. Lindley also challenged the Linnean classification system and proposed many changes. He also came out as being a raging homosexual, so...
Could you imagine?
Why would they say it's a woman's hobby? This shit for serious men like me.
Kind of reminds me of like whenever they say like cooking is a woman's hobby, but then every famous chef is a man.
Like, yeah, because it's a woman's hobby, but if you want to be serious about it, then it's a man's job.
But it's a woman's job if she's with a man.
Grandma's cookies.
Imagine, just cross it out. Grandma's cookies. Mary Green's research notes 1830 to 1831. I've been trying to encourage the nightfall bloom for a little while now. I'm determined to prove it's more than just a myth.
Y'all said I was crazy. I'm not crazy.
So far, I have deduced that the flower opens at sunset, and only during a particular time of year. When exactly it occurs still remains a mystery to me. I shall plant a few more seeds tomorrow and continue my research. Task for this month: monitor the nightfall seedlings. Rose planting list. What? Collects field samples. Seed collection.
So, like, how the fuck did you deduce that it can only grow at a certain time of day on a certain time of year, but not when?
Well, that's like that flower that only fucking blooms at night once a year or something like that, or once in its lifetime. I want to know how they deduced that. Were they just like fucking like, you know, before the ye old day of like, you know, looking at speed stuff? Like now we could just like watch a video.
Before the good old days of now, where people just set up a tripod and leave that shit there.
Yeah, they're just like good enough. Okay. Well, that was fun. I have no idea what I'm doing. Chairs.
Yeah. Nice snug days.
So like, who's waiting with like a lute in the distance for when I sit down?
That's what he about to be like the first time it happened. I was like, like the music just started playing for some reason. He sat in the other chair and it happened again, and I was like, I'm starting looking around if I were Arabella, being like, what the fuck is in my house? Yes, the intro music too.
I think it's because like I have to now like redo everything. Great.
Letter from Anne. January 1890. My dear friend, I've been pondering these last few weeks what could be the best way to see your remarkable flora research reach the wider world, since it is so seldom we are able to see our work published. Considering your uncle's reputation in the scientific field, have you considered asking him to publish your herbarium under his name? It may not give you the recognition you deserve personally, but it would be a way to reach your goal of adding to the scientific record on botany. Do consider it. I would hate for such important research to stay hidden away. Warmest regards, On.
Look, man, just give me a fake name.
Right? Like, be like these, like some of these, like, old, like, authors from, like, back then at this time, where it's like, they were, like, half of them were women, but they would just, like, have, like, a very male pen name.
I think even J.K. Rowling had a male pen name.
Shit's just tough for a woman in this world, like.
I find it ironic how transphobic she is. I don't know. Seems like someone's reaching a little. So maybe they have their own thing. Someone should transvestigate that bitch.
I was like Andrew Tate when people started transvestigating him. And I was just like, it really just comes full circle. Like,
you know what? Deserve for that guy, to be honest. Fucking guy's like literally crazy.
Professor's note. Arabella, I have some more books from the department that may be of interest for your research. One I recall was a favorite of your father's. If you have any trouble when you visit the college, tell the secretary you are collecting materials for your uncle. So long as they are returned before summer ends, the other professors won't notice. Best of luck with your research, Uncle Theodore.
What a good uncle.
Uncle's a real one.
Yeah, honestly. He's like, fuck these sexists. Ah, yes. Seed. That's spore. Chair. Wait a minute. Oh, I was like... I was like, huh? Why is there grass clipping through here? And I was like, oh, you have ivy growing in here. I don't think ivy's supposed to grow that way. I could be wrong.
Like in the indoor conditions, like...
Ah, yes. Tree diseases. Tree diseases. Red tree pox. If a tree is infected with red tree pox, it'll have small red dots that will be visible on the bark. And it can usually be cleared by adding fertilizer to the soil of the tree. I just realized is that how they spell fertilizer over there? With like an S instead of a Z?
Yeah, it's just like, I looked at the word and I was like, why does it look wrong?
Hypoxylon. Hypoxylon?
Hypoxylon.
Hypoxylon? Hypoxylon causes black patches to form on the bark of the tree. It is usually a sign that the tree is lacking in hydration and won't stay alive for much longer. You're like, I also have black spots that appear on me. Just cuz.
It's like a doctor watching this video, like, huh?
It's like, ma'am. Root parasite. The root parasite is a fungus that forms purple rings on the bark and roots. The parasite leaches the nutrients that the tree retrieves from the soil. Eventually, it causes the tree to dry out and lose all of its leaves. There is currently no known cure. I guess I'll just die. Bark rust. Bark rust is a disease that isn't very harmful to the tree. It's usually caused by excessive hydration and too much sunlight. What tree out there is like, this is too much sun?
That reminds me, last time my friend was here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, this bitch was like... I saw her drinking out her water bottle and stuff like that, and then she just decided to casually mention that, like, her other friend was like, hey, you got a lot of rust in this water bottle and shit. And, like, I was like, oh, you know, and, like, a little, like, bit of rust forms, like, the bottom of the water bottle and stuff, and, like, you know, she was telling me about it and stuff, and she was like, oh, yeah, like, he, like, put some, like, you know, like, vinegar in there and shit, and, like, baking soda to, like, try to, like, remove the rust. And he's like, well, like, some of it got out, but, like, you probably shouldn't be drinking from that water bottle anymore. And I was like, you're probably being dramatic. Let me look at it. And she fucking showed me the inside of the water bottle. That shit was covered in rust. And I was like, stop drinking from this fucking water bottle. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, you stronger than I. If she gave me the water bottle, I saw that shit. It's going straight into the trash.
That was disgusting. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, why did you keep drinking out of it? And she's like, oh, well, like, you know, like, I didn't think it was, like, that deep or anything. And I was like, I was actually gonna strangle her ass. I just gave her, like, 2 water bottles that we had here because nobody actually uses water bottles in this house. Like,
see, like, people are always like, oh, you gotta get rid of the microplastics in your life. But then they fucking have this shenanigans happening where like they won't get rid of metal bottles for the same reason.
It's like,
either
oh, it's just a little rust, you know, like just kind
either
of scrape it off.
either
No.
you have either you have plastic in your balls or you have rust in your lungs. Pick your poison.
Oh my god.
Gosh. Ah yes, eggy. Kingfisher.
Kingfisher egg.
I like how I can see all the polygons on this.
It's very round. No, that's just what an egg looks like in real life.
With polygons, clearly. Speckled sparrow, egg.
egg.
How about you let me rotate it up and down? I want to see it up and down. I think it'd be fun.
They didn't add the polygons for there.
Shoveler
duck egg.
Shoveler.
Quail egg.
Dude, I can't get over how tiny these eggs are.
I die inside whenever I see like mom like crack them open and like she's like, no, like they're good and stuff like that. I'm like, you're not even getting anything out of it. Like it's just like
So tiny.
crested owl egg. You're just so slow.
I saw them, like the one time in this one mart, and it's just like, yeah, quail eggs, and I was like, they're so expensive. Why would you buy these?
Golden. Is it Mallard? Mallard. Mallard egg.
Mallard. It's like trying to put the two L's to make a Y.
Well, because like in cooking, like which I don't know if it's like spelled the same way, but it definitely looks like that word where it's called like the Maillard effect, and like it's like spelled like similarly to that, where it has like the two L's.
You mean
pronounce Y?
The Maillard effect?
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah, when you have the browning happen on food.
Red-billed moorhen egg. Slightly bigger egg.
That's
blue heron egg.
I want to know, is there actually eggs that are actually blue out there?
I mean, I feel like it's stupid to like ask a question like that, but at the same time I'm like, but are they actually blue? Like,
well, I mean, I don't know. Like fucking, it's like flamingos. How flamingos are actually white, but they only turn pink because of the I think it's the krill that they eat. It's like it like depends on the specific thing that they're eating. That's like how I found out that a pink panther is actually real.
Well, bluebird eggs are actually blue, so.
Oh, I'll be damned.
Shellduck egg.
Those are some eggs.
Yeah, those like vibrantly blue eggs.
When you see an egg and you question everything. Here.
I think all the bird related stuff was like for the cradle fern.
Was it? I forget, to be honest. Oh, a thank you card. Wow.
Thank you card. Wow. I got such good friends.
Right.
Thank you, dear Lady Green. Thank you kindly for the flower books you sent for my daughters. To this day, they still show an interest in learning more about plants. What the fuck are you doing?
What?
Just like I just hear like the spinning sound in my headphones. I'm like, oh my god.
It's like you spin me right round, baby, right round.
Like we get like that one kid in the class just like fucking like rummaging through like their fucking disaster of like a desk because it's like rummaging through all the fucking crumpled up piece of papers in there.
Oh my god. No, there used to be like a game, I forget what game it was, where like the item, you would select the item and then when you were reading, it would just slowly be turning in the background like this.
To this day, they still show an interest in learning more about plants and painting. I am keen that my daughters have access to good education, so I hope you don't mind me putting it upon you that you might be able to teach them somehow. Your dedication and knowledge seem so rare and inaccessible elsewhere for young girls like mine. I hope you will consider my proposal. Sincerest regards, Olive Campbell.
It's like, hey, could you teach my kids? I don't know. Can I? Am I allowed to? I like how she actually
Somebody
committed
thought I
to...
was smart enough to teach their kids, I'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm a genius.
Oh my god. I like how she actually got a book to, like, teach kids, though.
Yeah, right? She saw that letter and then was actually like, really?
It's like, really? You believe that much in me?
Started stepping accordingly.
I mean, hey, it's an attempt. Some people don't even give you that much. There's some people...
Right? They're just like, oh yeah, you got some real talent there. Too bad it's gonna go to waste.
Some people honestly don't deserve the things that they get in life.
Politicians.
Don't even get me started. Don't even get me fucking started. I'm not missing anything, am I? Yeah, because up there... Just
I don't know, part of my brain he was being like, maybe you are, but I was just like...
It's like so disorienting coming back to a game that you had just finished.
Like, haven't played in a few months, and you're just like,
yeah,
you
and then be like,
you're like,
I can figure this out, and you're like, I don't know what's happening.
times 2 speed, like the entire like section of just running around the house, like what the fuck am I doing?
I think that's what happened last time because I wasn't expecting to get 4 flowers. Yes. Imagine if we actually had that song.
Folklore!
But there's a chair.
Great, the folklore.
I think I've actually seen the same kind of dining room in someone's house.
Specifically, like...
No, with like the chandelier and this like table and something like this, but without the plates in it.
That's what I mean, like, it was just, like, very, like, old lady core.
That's honestly it all it is.
If I walk into the house and see this shit, I'm gonna be like, oh, so your grandma still lives with you, huh? Like...
People who just want to have like old lady core just cuz. Botanical folklore. Some ancient Celtic tribes. I don't know why my fucking brain immediately went into the Celtic and then I was like, wait.
Brain is like, you haven't read in a while, you know?
It's like you've been playing... No, the last time we read was we were playing the other game. Oh, hi Evan.
Yeah, we haven't played that in a while either, so like...
Here he is, bringing my sock.
Oh yeah, I can hear his little dinosaur claws ticking and tacking around on the floor.
Thanks for taking my sock, weirdo.
I just wanted to bring it back to you.
Well, now he's cuddling it in his bed, so...
He just wants your foot smell.
I don't know if that's what it is. He's like, this is the only thing I can steal
You like
easily.
them feet.
He's like, this is the only thing I can steal and you won't be mad at me about. Because he used to take my pants too. I'll be like, boy. Some ancient Celtic tribes practice a coming-of-age ritual. This meant that when someone was considered old enough, it was time to prove themselves worthy of staying in the tribe. One of these rituals involved picking a flower in the woods, though not just any flower, of course. The gatherer had to find a fulguria? Huh?
Bulgaria.
Fulguria? I don't know. Huh?
I assume it's like Bulgaria or something. No, it doesn't make sense. Bulgaria?
Because these flowers are the only ones that bloom during a thunderstorm. Keeping a cool head while lightning flashes were striking left and right of you was considered the ultimate proof of courage. No thanks, I'm good. Like, think this is a little too extra. I don't know if I'm supposed to be here.
I mean, if it's available to you, I assume so.
Nah, I think this is
At
like
the same time.
I think these were like the rooms I was already in the other one. But I'm like drawing a blank right now.
Maybe.
Oh boy, a stroke.
I can consult the wiki if you want.
No. I have to go to the master bedroom. Where the fuck is the master bedroom?
Where the bathroom is.
Because I got the one. And this doesn't lead anywhere else, does it? Does it? Because this only leads up here to the closed off space. Oh boy, I'm disoriented just like last time.
I don't know. I don't even know either.
To be honest, this like I know it's supposed to be like it's a puzzle game, but I'm like this place is disorienting.
This house is a fucking maze. Like
there's no way that this bitch actually lived here.
I mean, like, you know, like if you like live in a house your entire life.
Nah, even if you live in a house for your entire life, there's still some shit that you'll never know about it. Unless you built it from scratch. I don't know how many people be running around building things from scratch, though.
You've clearly not been on YouTube long enough. A bathroom! On the first floor.
Is this considered the first floor? Because the other one is
What
considered
floor are
the...
we on?
Because the one down there is considered the ground floor.
Yeah, because in, like, the other places, it's the ground floor and then it's the first floor.
Open up!
Yeah, I think it's behind the tree, so then you need to... you need to
I need to get my clues.
fix the tree first.
Wait, where's this ivy coming from? Huh? No, wait, where is that coming from? There's no plant there. Huh? What?
Maybe it's decorative. Decorative.
Decor.
Decorative.
Decorative. Wow.
Found the kitchen.
Again. A chair. Anyway.
Beautiful kitchen. To someone special.
Oh.
Dearest Hazel, I picked you some roses from the garden to cheer you up. When you're done with your work in the kitchen, would you like to meet me for a cup of tea in the back garden? The pond is lovely this time of year. Warm regards, Mr. Bennett.
Is this how people used to ask each other on a date?
Like I've seen like multiple people make videos about this shit where it's like nowadays people are just like, oh yeah, like down to fuck and shit like that, and it's like back then they were like, my loveliest lady, would you like to? No, I broke my pants. No.
What happened?
I was like pulling on like the strings of my pants, you know, like I have like the plastic part on the like on the end of like the string.
Mm-hmm.
It just slid right off, and I was like, no.
You done fucked up.
I'm gonna kill myself now.
Well, pepperoni macaroni.
I looked so shocked too. I was like, what the hell did I pull off? And I'm like,
so essentially you pulled off the aglet.
Is that what it's called?
The plastic tip on the thing? Yeah, it's called an aglet.
Yeah, it just slid right out. I was like,
I'm
actually crying
I think you
inside
can just
her.
like retape it. It should be fine.
No, I won't go back over the thing.
No, I mean like retape the thing.
It's too late. It's already trying to fluff out. Nah.
I can't have looked at everything. There has to be something.
Well, clearly, it's just still missing clues to grow a fucking plant.
I mean, I don't know. I think I would have just put it in the ground and just hope for the best.
I like you're shit doing too much. I would have just like throw that shit in the ground. Like,
I mean, that's what I do. Oh, that's what it was. I fucking just missed this one book for some weird reason. Mushroom food sources. Just like plants, fungi need food sources to grow strong and healthy. However, some fungi haven't always had access to nutrients through the soil and, and have evolved to retrieve it in different ways. This means they have become carnivorous because they only acquire nutrients they need by consuming other living organisms, such as flies, bugs, and plants. Is there a mushroom out there that eats flies and bugs?
there is. I'm fucking like I'm horrified. Like,
I know there's the one that like grow out of the ant. But is there other bugs? And a fly? So some mushrooms even get their nutrients from feeding on another type of fungi or parasite. Mushrooms grow on trees usually are a sign it's a sign that they are consuming the tree. So you should remove them immediately. Not always the case. It's like I gotta put in my Spark notes. You're wrong, actually. Le mushroom book. Okay. Well, let's grow le mushroom.
you got the whole 2 clues for the mushroom.
I know, right? Who knew? Oh, right, I forgot. Gotta soil that shit.
But like this like reminds me like the one post I saw where it was like this girl who like lent her book to like another girl, and then like this girl just like when she like had returned the book back to her and she like opened it, the girl had like written like all over like the book and shit, and I was just like, why would you do that?
You don't understand. Some people are just bad. Also, if I saw a mushroom bring an entire tree back to life, I'm gonna be really concerned. Like, just... It's like, oh, this is all we needed for global warming. Giant mushrooms.
Gotta get these mushrooms into the world, you know, like...
Yeah.
The sapphire gloom is a widely misunderstood mushroom. It grows commonly on trees, and as opposed to popular belief, the mushroom consumes its parasites rather than the tree itself.
So, like, when the parasite is gone, does it just...
Does it start eating the tree then? Because, like, why would they think that it's eating the tree then?
They just find dead remains of it, and they're like, oh, can't be trusted.
I got a hallway!
And 2 seats. Yes. I'm just such a narcissist. I like looking at my own paintings. It's like...
So some artists actually put up their own paintings in their house.
I think a lot of artists always have like a painting they really like, and it's never the painting that everyone else likes. Pretty sure I have.
It's like artists and like writers and stuff like that when they have like the one character that they really like, but everyone fucking hates them.
Yeah. This is the most menacing wood board. Ah, yes.
More seats.
This one looks like the most comfy one.
Right.
For the attic. That is a key.
Attic.
Wait a minute. Was the other one a misspelling, or is this a misspelling? This one's a misspelling.
Why? Because it says River Trust?
No. It's the name.
Somerset? Somerset?
Yeah, look at it on the newspaper, and then look at it in the overlay text. They put an S in between the M and the E. That's not supposed to be there.
Oh.
Yeah, like see on the newspaper it says that, but then on the overlay.
Whoever wrote this newspaper can't read apparently. Like,
What makes it funnier is that like you look at the third line is spelled correctly.
Somerset River Trust seasonal newsletter. April 1890. Somersetshire river swimming this season. Dear members, we want to make sure you can all enjoy swimming this summer, so we have cleared the most popular rivers in Somerset of all aquatic weeds. The River Cam, the River Chew, and the River Sommer have all been cleared of weeds thanks to the services of Clark's Aquatic Weed Removal Co. Thank you for your continued support. Thanks to your monthly donations, the rivers of Somerset are clean and weed-free. Nah, people donated for this shit, y'all dumb as hell. Official Government Health and Safety Warning, 8th of August, 1890. It has been brought to our attention that the factory of Barton Iron Works has been illegally dumping scrap metal in the rivers across Somerset. These rivers are now polluted with rust, making them unsafe for swimming. Do not swim in the following rivers: River Cam, River Sommer, River Chew. The River Frome was also affected by the waste, though oddly the river is completely clear of rust pollution. We are still researching what led to that effect. Signed, the Mayor of Somerset.
I like how like one is like, here's all of the rivers we cleaned. Also, here's the rivers that we cleaned. Also bad.
Here's the rivers that we cleaned. Oh no, they're all full of rust. Oh well, I guess we can't swim in them now. Thanks for your money though.
Boom, baby.
The company will be getting a slight slap on the wrist and a slight little please baby don't do that again.
Don't even
But
get
we will
me
not stop them.
Started. Why is this book so blaringly?
Read more. Letter about melodies. Dearest Arabella, I am writing to share with you an exciting discovery I have made in my botanical studies. It turns out that some plants are particularly sensitive to sound and seem to thrive when exposed to music or melodies from their natural environment. I hope to share more of my findings with you in the near future, and would be delighted if you could join me in my research. Your sincere friend, Marianne.
Wow. Ah, yes.
Rivers of Somerset.
Axe River. Parrot with two T's.
I wouldn't even call it River Axe, I'd just be like the Axe River.
It's not even shaped like an axe.
River Parrot. River Yale. River Tone. River From. River Brew. River Cam. River Sommer.
I don't understand rivers. Like, have you ever looked at them and you're just like, I know, like, I always wonder what the first river was before, like, beavers came into existence. Was it all just water?
Gonna spawn all the, like, Pangea enjoyers, like...
Don't even get me started.
Ah, yes. Remembering now that you could turn the fucking page.
Hey, I was trying my best. I was really tired. It's like, wow.
My bedroom.
My bedroom.
My sleeping chamber.
Yep. Yes.
We about to sing to this motherfucking plant. Anyway.
Could you imagine? It's like, actually, you know...
Petition. Somerset Society for Wildlife Protection offers a petition to be presented to the Honorable House of Commons. In recent years, hunts have been taking place near the Somerset rivers. Tragically, this has led to the decline and even extinction of some bird species. No longer can we hear their beautiful chime-like calls.
So if it's
We call
not
upon the
feral
government.
cats, it's fucking humans.
Just casually, like, ah, yeah, some of the birds in the area have just gone straight up extinct. Anyway, like,
And we just never understood it back then.
we have those people talk about being like, oh, like things are just better back then, but like also like,
Things
it's like
were not.
nice that like, yeah,
Like
like
you
things
had
weren't
no
actually better back
idea.
then.
Yeah, because like that was just like the wolves that they got rid of in Yosemite. They got rid of all the wolves, and then what happened? There was like too many. There was too many rabbits. There was too many deers. They were eating the land dry. The fucking all the animals that couldn't fucking eat them like fast enough were starving to death, and all the other stuff. And it's just like you removed one animal, and look at what you fucking did. You ruined everything.
Yeah, I know, and it's like we just like people just didn't understand that shit back then, and like instead of like being like, oh my god, we caused, and then then the effect happened. They were just like, God, I wonder why this shit's happening. Must be something else. Like, definitely not us.
Unfortunately, people still think that way.
Yeah. We call upon the government to regulate hunting near the rivers of Somerset. We ask that they respect the breeding times of wildlife. If you agree, please sign below and return this letter to us. No expense attends signing. Your signature, signed Arabella Green.
Also, I find it hilarious that like fucking, it's like respect their breeding times. You can kill them any other time, but not when they're fucking.
As if that should stop some people anyway.
Honestly.
Weed removal ad. Aquatic weed removal. Do you have a pond? Do you want to swim in it? Is it covered in slimy weeds? We are specialized in removing the following weeds: algae, Himalayan balsam,
Good enough.
brook chalice, duckweed. Make an appointment today. Clark and Cole certified weed removal and agricultural services.
The only thing that makes sense is the algae. Everything else I think is fine. So I don't think humans are supposed
Even
to.
then, like, don't some like rivers like need like the algae there and stuff?
Oh no,
like...
the rivers is for like the animals, yes, but like if you have a personal pond and there's algae in it, I don't know about that
Yeah,
one.
then it's not good. Yeah.
Alrighty. The Trapped Fairy. A folktale. I'm not reading this fucking font.
I know y'all want to see the pretty fonts, but they're unreadable.
Some of them are just really bad. Oh, I can't turn the page right here in the background. Anyway. Written and illustrated by J.R.R. Kelly.
Too close to someone else. Anyway.
Gripple Great Publishing. Once upon a time, there was a little fairy who loved gazing at her own reflection in the water. It's almost as if her name was Narcissus. She lost track of time, and the day turned into night. Nyx, goddess of the night, noticed the little fairy, the moon shining bright, but the fairy only had eyes for herself. Nyx took offense and decided to punish the little fairy. She placed the fairy into a nightfall and cast a spell on her. The little fairy fell in love with the moon and gazed upon the gazed upon the sky all night. Later, when the sun came up, the spell broke. Just as the fairy woke up from her enchantment, the nightfall bud would close and trap the fairy for an eternity. I mean, I feel there's a little extra there. But I don't know, I'm not the god of nightfall.
That the Greek gods are like funny as hell.
Dude, honestly, like, they're just insane. But I don't think that one's a Greek god. I think that's a Norse god, maybe? I don't know. It's either Norse or some other thing.
My dear Nova, never
Really?
forgotten.
It could be Greek. I don't know. Actually, no, it would have to be, because I think we were fucking writing about that in the game.
Yeah, whereas like that's why I like said that and stuff. I also mostly was like thinking like because like in Hades, like the game,
Mm-hmm.
where like Nyx is like also in that game, and it's like that
Oh
game's all
yeah,
about like
then
getting
it's
across
probably Greek.
stuff. Yeah. Letter from Eliza. Dearest friend, it seems our interest in visiting the private plant collection of Lord Spencer has gone unacknowledged. While disappointing, I'm not sure it is worth pursuing scientific study in such places. On my recent visit to Brinsby, the young man showing us around had barely a basic knowledge of plants, and due to there being a large group of gentlemen in the party, all useful time and erudition was devoted to them, and none given to Constance and I. Let us plan another trip of our own. Perhaps we can see these specimens in their natural home habitats, where they belong. Ever your faithful friend, Eliza. I mean, like, that's pretty nice of her, though. She's like, these men are like,
These men suck.
well, let's just go on a different trip, Esty. Like, like we'll have more fun somewhere else.
I mean, to be honest, it's a fair mindset to have because some people
Yeah.
I don't know how they end up in the places that they do. Maybe they just like are really good at sucking dick, but like they really don't deserve. They really don't deserve the place that they're in.
Essence of arnic flower. Medicine. What the fuck is this supposed to do? For sprains, strains, and joint pains. Yeah, I bet.
Someone out there was
It'll
very
cause
proud
all
of
those
themselves.
Tincture of red clover. Why is it handwritten?
I made this clearly.
That's the medicine I made for myself. Chamomile and red clover. It seems to soothe hot flushes.
This is supposed to be hot flashes? What the heck is a hot flush?
I think it's like, cause it's medicine. It's like, you know, when you like basically when you get a cold, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like your face is like flushed red, like, you know, when like you just like feel like all like yucky and shit. Like
maybe I just haven't been sick enough to be red in the face.
Damn.
Where's that sound coming from? Is
The
that
heater,
you?
I think. What a nice relaxing bath I'm sure to have in here.
Could you imagine, like, if we changed history, and this was still in your bathroom, it'd be the worst experience.
The bath bombs would not be a thing that have caught on then.
Oh, absolutely not. Cooked alive, if you did.
And rich people back then were just shit was just different, like.
Yeah. I have no face.
Oh no, she's a vampire. You flush the toilet. Also, I would be horrified that like the tank for the toilet is all the way up there.
Yeah, I just don't understand. It seems so dangerous.
Imagine the toilet water just starts leaking on you.
I just cry. If I'm being honest. Yeah, it looks like it goes there.
I too can be a plumber. Like,
Dude, sometimes it's
Arabella's
just...
got many talents.
Dude, every single time that people are like, I don't know how to do something, I'm like, just do it. Fucking who's gonna tell you no? Except yourself.
Oh my god, like a lot of times it really is. It's just like, just start picking it up and just start, like, you know,
Like,
fiddling around with the pieces.
wanted-
It's just like, you honestly figure it out by just kind of like manhandling everything, like.
yeah, like I wanted someone to teach me how to do the Japanese woodworking stuff, like, you know, the ones where you don't need nails and stuff in it, because I thought it was so cool that you could just do something like that. And like one guy that I knew who could probably be able to do it didn't want to do anything with me, so I'm just like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna learn it on my own. Fuck that guy.
Sucks when people act like this too, because like, when you're just like, well fine, I'll do it myself and shit like that, and it's like, it's not even like a fuck you to them and shit like that. It's like still just kind of like a, like, why couldn't you just like been a good person and like help?
I don't know.
Like, they didn't want to help and stuff like that. It's like they wanted you to be like, oh, well, just do it yourself then.
No, it just makes me mad because it's just like freaking. I'm always like getting told by people that there's good people in the world, but I just don't meet them.
Yeah.
And it's like, it doesn't matter like what way I go about trying to meet them. It's just like there's just too many bad people in the world.
I feel like that's also like that thing though, where it's like, yeah, it's like that thing that people talk about where it's like you could do like everything right and stuff like that and nobody notices, but then the one thing you do wrong and then everyone remembers it and stuff. I feel like it's the same thing where it's like,
Yeah.
you probably have met good people and stuff like that, but you don't remember that because it's just kind of like a, oh, like that was nice of them and shit, and like you don't like think further past that. But when like someone's an asshole, you're just like, you just dwell on it and you're like, I just can't fucking believe, and then it's like, you know, that's the shit that you remember. Like,
No, because like a lot of the friends I've had like in the past, they were good people, but it's just like, it's like I'm not like those people where they like they get pissed off on like the one bad thing. I get pissed off when you've wronged me, like you know, when friends like talk about you in such an out of character way that you're just like, I do not act like that. How could you even consider that I'm like that? Sort of thing.
this shit literally happened to me like at school, where like the one, like one of my friends and stuff like that, like she just like came out of like a science class and stuff, and they were like making slime in the class. And she was like giving it to like my other two friends and shit that I was like sitting with at the time to like play with and stuff. And I was like, oh, like I want to play with the slime too and stuff like that. And she just like just turned around and looked at me and she's like, no, because you're gonna spit in it. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I was just like, and then like even like my other friend and shit like that, who I've like known for like a few years, like then already, she was like, yeah, you would and stuff like that. And I was just like, what is like herd mentality bullshit where it's like the one person just starts being an asshole and then everyone else just jumps on it instead of being like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh yeah,
like,
no, completely. It's like, it's so funny because like in some workplaces it's actually known as like a form of bullying, because like, yeah, all it takes is one person deciding to hate you and then everyone just follows along because no one has an independent
yeah, because
thought.
like, it's like they're so confident about it that then like everyone else who has like no fucking spine, they just like, well, they must be right then, and like they just jump on it too because like they want to seem like they were always right about you or something.
Yeah, no, it's just annoying.
Yeah, like it fucking blows my mind every time, and I'll still like think about that day sometimes, and I'm like, what the fuck kind of crack was this bitch smoking that day? Because like, it was just so like just out of pocket and just like weird. Because I'm like,
it's like,
especially since like too and stuff, like whenever like someone gives me something and shit, I try to like take like the best care of it and like, you know, like try not to ruin it or something if I'm like intending to give it back to the person, because it's just like I don't want to like fuck it up or anything.
Yeah.
So like, I'm like, I don't know, like it was just wild that like she just said that, and then like my other friend just like jumped on it being like, yeah, like you would do that shit, and I'm just like I don't know, like it always just like makes me like really upset when it's like, oh, like these people and shit who you're supposed to be your friends, and it's like they just like, you start to realize that they don't know fucking anything about you.
Oh
like,
yeah, the gross mischaracterization is like insane. Like it's
kind of fitting with just how people are nowadays and stuff. Like when you watch a show and people like horribly mischaracterize a character, and you're just like, oh my god, y'all are just like illiterate, like no matter what like aspect of life it is, like.
Oh no, like I remember like I used to watch shows and I would see that happen and I was just like, there's no way people are like that. And then when I got older, I'm like, oh no, people are 100% like that. Like it's insane.
It's like they're like that in like the fictional world, and like that in like the real world and shit too. Like with like real people, and then you're just like, how did you make it to like that conclusion? Because I would love to know actually, because it's like insane and like your brain works this way. Gotta be studied.
Like it would make sense if it was like a situation where it's happened once before and it would be valid. But if it's never happened, and you reach that conclusion.
That's what I mean. And like this other girl like has only known me for like a few months, so I was just like.
Yeah, I'm just like, some people are just mean spirited and there's nothing you can do about it.
Oh my fucking god! And it's like it wasn't even like she was like inherently like a vicious like you know like malicious person or anything like that. She just said that like just out of the blue and stuff, and I was just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like it was like. Literally never saw her do something like that again, but I was just like, what in the fucking hell? Like,
yeah, no, when someone grossly mischaracterizes me, and especially to the point to make me sound like the villain, I'm like, I don't want you in my life anymore. I am not taking this disrespect. Especially after, like, you know, being there for you during your emotional lows, and, like, helping you out, like, if you were like, I needed money, or if you're like, oh, I can't afford food, or something. Like, if I have gone through all of this, and you still have the audacity to call me a villain, I want nothing to do with you.
like there's like another reason why like no one wants to like help each other nowadays and stuff like that. Because you help these people and it's like for some reason their brain just does a whole 180 and like instead of being like, oh my god, like they helped me out, like like not even like you have to return the favor or anything like that. Just like don't be an asshole. Like
that's like the bare minimum. Like
yeah, and it's like instead of being like, oh, like they helped me out and stuff like that, I appreciate that. They're just like immediately like just do a whole like fucking mental 180 and they're just like, they must be doing this to like manipulate me or some shit, and it's just like
I feel like that says a lot more about you if your first inkling is like me helping you out, not asking for anything in return, and you're thinking this person is manipulating me. How the fuck?
That's what I mean. I'm like, people are just like really insecure nowadays, and it's like it's like also leading to the fact that like everyone's just like lonely as fuck nowadays too. Like,
yeah, because it's a mixture of insecurity and like also just being afraid of being open, but like you also have to acknowledge that if you're feeling that way, so is everyone else around you. But like, don't assume the devil of everyone. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know, and it's like you like the whole like individualistic mindset and stuff, and just like the fucking like everyone's just like lonely right now and stuff, which is like even like it's making it worse. Like it is not helping it at all and stuff because like
yeah.
Then like all these people who are like already like super insecure and shit like that, and like now they're super lonely because like they can't like hold their friendships. Like now they're just sitting there like to themselves and stuff being like, oh my god, I was right, people are like terrible and stuff, and like
yeah,
like that whole thing. And it's like even if they realize and shit like that, they're not gonna do anything to like fix it. So it's just like I don't know, like it's just a weird time to like be like living in like today's society.
Yeah.
And it's like even people now like just talking about like the whole like some people being like, oh my god, like I'm so glad I got out of the dating pool and stuff like that, because like the dating pool nowadays is like also like fucking horrendous. It's like impossible to like find someone who's like actually like good. Cause like everyone nowadays is like so like, oh my god, I need money to survive. So like I just need someone who's gonna like, already do like the 6-figure job for me. Like
yeah. It's like,
so like I can live comfortably, like, and it's like I don't know, it's just wild. And it's like the dating pool is just like this. Thank God I'm not a part of that shit, but like fucking.
No, it's just like it's wild because it's just like I'm not gonna act like life isn't transactional. Like there are some things in life that is transactional, like having a job. But like it when it comes to people, you can't be like that. And it's just like it's hard to be like one of the things is it's the hardest thing you can be in society is kind. And it has a lot less to do with being kind because humans like being nice. They like what being nice is. Because like when you're mean, it does negatively affect you. Like it negatively affects you in so many ways. But being nice makes you all happy and like and all this other stuff, and it is something that you perpetually want to do. And it's weird because people are like, you should do good things because it makes you feel good. And it's like, if I do something good and then you treat me like shit, I'm not gonna feel good about doing good things. Like
exactly, like that's what I mean. Where it's like people have just like lost like the plot or something lately. It's like you should be wanting to do good things and stuff, but for some reason everyone's just like, oh, like it's like I gotta like protect myself and like fuck everyone else. Like
yeah, but like the thing is like, there's always like this one post that shows up on like, for example, Twitter. That is like, that you get nothing out of being a good person, and then people immediately jump on this whenever that tweet shows up because it's like a bot that's just doing engagement farming. But like,
oh yeah, like I remember when like that like I first saw like that post.
But like
oh like you don't get anything out of being a good person and stuff, and it was just everyone just being like, oh well, like you gotta be a good person because you just have to be a good person, like like you can't just expect people to give you things and stuff, and then like y'all are very purposely misunderstanding what like this person has said. Like
what the quote is supposed to mean, not what everyone's perceiving it to mean. What the quote is supposed to mean is that being a good person doesn't give you a positive reaction anymore. Like it's just to be expected. Like it's like when you go, like for example, when you go out, you expect people to hold the door open for you. You shouldn't, but you should still say thank you. Because they didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
And that's what's happened. When you do something good and there's like no positive affirmation, because we all react to reactions. So like, if I for example like go out of my way to like, take a friend to an airport, for example. I would like to at least have gotten a thank you. Like, it's not necessary.
Yeah, like at the very fucking least, like I don't even need like the whole like, oh my god, are you gonna pay for my gas money or shit like that, or like just like not even and stuff. It's like, you know, like if they want to offer that, like that's even better and shit. But it's like at the like the bare fucking minimum that you could have done was just been like, oh, like thanks for doing that.
Yeah.
Not like just like being like fucking like offended and like pissy that like you won't do it again. Like
yeah, because like it is a thing where it's just like if you like, you know, if you like something that someone does, say thank you, tell them you appreciate it, because it'll encourage them to keep doing it, because it feels nice.
Yeah.
You've been acknowledged, and you know that it's read positively. But if you're just like, who gives a shit, because it doesn't matter, they should just do it just to be good, well, like, you're not encouraging them to be good, because, like, you know, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people out there who have had food where it tastes disgusting. Are you gonna go back and eat that food again? No. You're not gonna give it a second chance, so then why would someone have that same mindset if you don't treat them right?
yeah, like it's just wild.
Mm-hmm.
Plumbing quote: Wilson Plumbers for all plumbing and water system needs. To Lady Arabella Green. 15th of May, 1890. Installation of disconnected pipes. Total 14 shillings. Dear Arabella, here is our quote to fix the pipes of the geyser in your bathroom. The cost might seem high, but trust us, it's a complex job best left to the professionals. Have a nice day, Frederick.
I am so curious. How much is a shilling?
Yeah, like today's money?
You know, I don't know. I love when I ask how much is a shilling and then proceedingly tells me 5 pence. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what a pence is either. $1 is equal to 129 shillings.
Oh, so you tell me that a shilling is $0 in today's money.
What is a shilling worth today in pounds? Each shilling was worth a dozen pennies. Today, a shilling from England has the purchasing equivalent of 5 pence in the decimal currency system. Well, how much is 5 pence?
How much is a single pence? We're going down a whole rabbit hole of like not understanding money exchange.
How much is 5 pence in US dollars? It's $6.
What?
$7. I could be completely fucking wrong. I'm just going down like the Google bullshit right now.
Don't trust the AI. Google's AI is the worst AI I've ever seen in my life.
Not even like the AI, because the AI is not providing me with any answers.
Yeah, the AI is like, I don't fucking know.
So if we do a like whole like 7 pence then. Wait. 1 shilling is 5 pence.
Okay,
So then
5 times 14, you can do it.
like 5 times 14 is 70, so that's 70 pence.
Yes.
And then 70 like times are divided by $7 times 7. It's like $500 now.
Okay. I think you did that math wrong.
$500 just to fix like 3 fucking pipes. Like I probably did the math wrong.
I'm pretty sure you did the math wrong, because I was like, what? I thought we established that $1 was 5 pence.
$1 is 5 pence.
Mm-hmm.
Or wait, no, I was like, wait, was it 1 shilling or was it $1?
I was asking you how much 1 shilling was, and then you said 1 shilling is this many pence. And I was like, huh?
1 shilling is 5 pence. 5 pence is $7.
Okay. So yeah.
How do you math
So.
that?
So I guess you are right. It is $500.
Fucking outrageous for like just fixing a couple pipes.
Especially back then, like.
Like no wonder. Like even in the letter, he's like, "Oh, I know this is expensive, but I'll leave it to the professionals."
I just realized I forgot the O for number 30.
The N30, then a 30. Hot bath at the turn of a tap. The N30 bath geyser. Pretty sure it'd be like 30 degrees then.
It's only 30 degrees Celsius. You just cooked alive.
provides a rapid flow of hot water. Simply turn the tap and instantly hot water will appear. I mean, really, we could have used a different word there. Can be used multiple times in a row without any extra cost. But actually, does that mean you like get charged every time you turn it on, or?
I feel like early England is terrible. There we go.
I walked away from the fucking water heater and it stopped making noise.
I mean, I think it's pretty cursed, not gonna lie. Oh, time to go up to the, wait. Is it a broken base? Okay. I was like, huh?
Like, I'm sure we could use this for something.
Oh my god, someone out there. You always have someone who's like this. This is the bird calling thing. Am I not in the attic? Or is there another part of it? Ooh.
Like, hella just like wind blowing in the fucking... in the upstairs. Like, ah, damn, it's drafty up here, like...
I mean, it's clearly just a bunch of ghosts live up there.
The house is haunted, ooh.
It's like I can't fix the wind tower because it's haunted me. The fuck? Says who? Am I not in the attic?
The attic is the other one.
Is it on the other side?
The other attic.
It's like your attic. Ah, here it is.
Yeah, with the door labeled attic.
Let me just break open. Letters about
Letter
weed.
about weed.
Smoke weed every day.
10th of August. Dearest Arabella, I was taking a walk along a river in Somerset. Recently, I was taking a walk along a river in Somerset recently and noticed the sight.
I think there's supposed to be a D instead of an S.
I noticed the sight that I just had to write you about. In the water, I saw the brook chalice blooming. I've never seen or heard of it flowering before. None of my books mention it. It was so beautiful. Do you have any idea what would have caused this? Ever your friend, Edith.
Ah, yes, a good seat. This
You know
is
that
the-
one's comfortable as hell. Just lay down in the hallway and stare down the very long hallway.
I'm pretty sure after picking up all these bitches, I'd be fucking doing the same shit if I had to pick this up all the time.
The trapped fairy.
Well,
I think you gotta look at the other painting, too.
my other painting. Oh, this one over here.
Going down the hall. Down the hall.
Okay, let me just look at something real fast.
Down the fucking hall!
God damn it, shut up, bitch. Yes. Later. It's been healed. Anyway. What? Now this way? Is this the eggies? Cradle
Cradle
dose
fern.
fern.
I wonder which one it belongs to.
I hope the one that says cradle fern. Imagine getting gaslit. Chair. Alright, okay.
Oh, more plants on the wall.
More plants in the wall. I'm actually surprised I didn't look at that, even though I was like literally sitting here earlier. Ominous.
Right, I'm so glad I got like the orchestra following me throughout the house. Trapped mouse. Flower growing company and illustrated. Shut the fuck up, oh my god.
Dun 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 dun!
Y'all can calm the fuck down now, like put your instruments down. Ah, yes, thank you. The flower growing company. An illustrated monthly journal, gardening curiosities, trapped moths. Sometimes a moth can be trapped inside a flower bud. If it closes in the morning, the moth is then forced to use the bud as a resting place until it opens again later. Some flowers only bloom short periods during the year, so if the moth is unlucky, the flower bud won't open again until many months later. What if the moths just die then?
Dude, that sounds like a curse. It's like the most
Imagine being the
cursed.
moth who was like, oh, it's fine, it'll open tomorrow, and then it doesn't open tomorrow. You're like, God
It's just
fucking damn it.
just trapped in here forever. It's actually cursed.
Les moths of England.
Wee.
Yee. Moth spotting calendar. Moth spotting calendar for Southwest England.
Oh.
Yes.
This is a interesting way of listing it.
First one April, second one April. Like green carpet.
It's just supposed to list off the moths that are supposed to be. That is a choice.
Moths of England. There's only like 15, I guess.
No, there's 18.
18. That's it. That's all the moths in England.
Not
There's
not
no
gonna
more.
lie, the 6 spotted one is kind of creepy. And the one all the way down in the corner.
Which one?
Number 18. Imagine just seeing that.
Yeah,
thing
if I saw that flying
around.
towards me, I'd be like, oh god.
Like all these other ones, I'm like, yeah, you know, it's kind of like, you know, standard. But then I see the last one, it is like, that thing is Mothman.
Nothing looks angry.
It's like, I feel like it'll bite me. I'll get itchy just looking at it.
One more clue. Can you figure out the clue?
I was literally about to make that same joke.
Single brain cell.
Piggy, my beloved.
She just hold next to you. Ah, yes. Little piggy.
My beloved Piggy. Ah, yes. The sight of plants. Why is there a period there?
The side of plants, and you're just like, yup, that's it. Alrighty.
That's the title. Some scientists have theorized that plants have photoreceptors in their leaves and stems, which allows them to see the color of light. This means that flowers can tell the time of day and know when to open and close their buds. The exact time that flowers bloom is different for each flower, but most do appear to respond to light and color of to light and the color of light in some way.
Hello.
Horticulturalist.
Horticulturalist.
Horticulturalist. I can't do that word. And botanists have made use of this knowledge to trick difficult plants into blooming anytime. It's like, don't worry, I'm a fuck with nature.
Don't worry, pal. I'll get this one to talk soon.
It's like,
Yeah, you like those colors, don't you? Like,
it's like I know how to crack these tough nuts.
you gotta put the piggy down.
No, never. Piggy is mine. Never. Let me look at the note without putting Piggy down. I read the
You can
book.
look at the book, but you can't pick up the fucking note.
What the fuck?
Apparently this pig is so fucking heavy, you need both hands.
Apparently. I can collect the seeds with my other hand.
Yeah, with your mind. Yeah.
Let me just... yeah. Use my Jedi mind tricks.
Clearly, if she's like fully rendering in like the whole like realistic like image of like the seed on the page.
I'm just fucking God, apparently. That's so stupid.
The Botanist Digest. The Botanist Digest. A monthly journal of botanical news. This month, in conversation with Prof. Montague, leading expert in British meadow orchids. In his words, every plant, every leaf, and every meadow holds secrets waiting to be unlocked. My aim is simply to uncover some of those mysteries. Goddamn, the wind needs to chill the fuck out. Professor John Montague, renowned botanist, sheds light on his groundbreaking work in the world of meadow orchids and other botanical wonders. With decades of research and numerous publications to his name, Professor Montague's contributions to the field have been nothing short of revolutionary, including discoveries of new species such as the... I can't even fucking tell you.
I don't know if it's supposed to be.
Dactylarism.
I don't know if it's supposed to be dichrotism or I don't know if we could.
That's someone's name, or like.
No, it's a scientific term, and then it's his last name because every single time you discover something, they give it the scientific name and then your last name.
Scientific nerds. Or hood marsh orchid.
I always find it funny. That's like I think it's fuck, what was it? There was like a new thing that came out, and people and like the scientist who's like a major fucking nerd, like a Sonic nerd, was like, I'm gonna name it Sonic. I'm like, what? There's also like another fucking thing that's also called Pikachu. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh. March 1863, Green Bank Hall. My dear niece, I fear the window may be closing for you to find a suitable husband. I've arranged a dinner for you to meet my neighbor's son, Edward. He is successful in business in London. Their cousins, William and Thomas, may well aspire to become accomplished scientists, but for you, Arabella, it is better to make yourself useful in the small duties of life for which you will be loved and appreciated. Your studious nature will no doubt be valuable should you have a son. But it would be foolish to allow such a folly to come before the important things in life. I am confident this is what your parents would have wanted. Dinner will be from 5 o'clock on Sunday. Remember to wear a becoming dress. Yours very sincerely, Aunt Agnes. Well, you're getting written out of the fucking will.
Me. She's already dead at this rate. Also, I like how she's like, this is what your parents would have wanted. So it's nice to know that my parents just died when I was like 18. Because this bitch is already trying to hook me up.
Fucking bitch.
What, they tell you some fucking stupid shit and you're like, shut up, whore.
It's like, God, just because you like being a fucking, like, piece of furniture in your house doesn't mean everyone does.
Mm-hmm. Piggy, we're going on a nice adventure.
To the bathtub with a toaster. And more electricity.
I'd be amazed. If they added that to a game. That sounds like something that they would add to like a game called Dumb Ways to Die. Let me play some. Okay.
Enjoy your bath, Piggy.
I think it was 25.
You gotta put the plan in there.
No, I know. You just gotta prep it. You gotta prep my planties.
Hey, letting Piggy, like, enjoy his bath time first.
Yeah, exactly. He has to de-rust.
Exactly.
Oh, so many things. This one, I think.
It's like, God, I sure hope I'm too lazy to open the fucking book.
Fuck that book. I hate reading. Reading's for nerds. Anyway. Dude, I just can't get over the atrocious amount of pots in here. Like, this whole house is just pots.
Well,
no one can ever bathe again.
Now. You're like...
No one can ever bathe in here ever again. It's just not allowed. Wow.
The brook chalice prefers to grow in rivers with a temperature of 25 degrees Celsius. The plant naturally filters the water from rust and metal. Unfortunately, they get removed often, as most people prefer their ponds to be weed-free.
It's like, damn, that's what you get for being a cannabis hater. Piggy, you're coming with me.
He's still dirty, unfortunately.
Yeah. It's like you can always add rust, but you can never de-rust.
Poor Biggie, he shall be loved.
He will be loved. He's coming with me.
You're my new best friend.
You're my new best friend. Piggy. Which egg was that thing again? It's the teardrops one. Oh no, wait, it wasn't down here. It was the other way. Oh, whoa.
Where are you
Wait,
trying to go?
Where was that I found the eggs again? Was the room across? Yeah, it
Oh,
was
the room with the
across.
eggs?
Was it there? Was it here? No.
I think the room with the eggs was like,
I forget.
I think it was before the tree.
Was it before the tree? It's like, don't worry, Piggy. We'll get through this.
You and me, Piggy.
I don't know. A lot of people don't like pigs. I like them. They're cute. I kind of like how social media is starting to make people a little bit more comfortable with like certain animals.
Oh yeah, being like, oh my god, I love that they do X, Y, and Z and stuff like that. Like especially with like bees and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And like
Crested
just
owl.
insects in general too.
Yeah. Yeah, no, because every single person I met when I was like younger growing up, they're all like, I hate pigs, they're dirty, and all this other stuff, and blah blah blah. And they're stupid animals, and I'm just like, oh my god. So like seeing the 180 from everyone is kind of wild for me.
Oh yeah. It's like, wow, y'all are like very easily influenced. Like,
It kind of reminds me of that saying about I'm gonna put you up here, piggy. It kind of reminds me of that saying
the songs.
that you're not immune to propaganda. Like
Yeah.
you're very susceptible to propaganda, and I'm like, it's true though. It goes back to like that herd mentality thing that we were talking about.
Oh yeah.
Cause like, yeah, no, people are just like that.
People just follow whoever they feel is like the strongest.
Which is crazy, because usually the ones that they think is the strongest is just the loudest one, and they're not even strong.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, they're like a pathetic ass bitch too.
Oh yeah, no, most often than not, they're usually weak. Yeah. Oh no, wait. I have the perfect spot for you, Piggy. You're gonna be my assistant.
You're gonna help me conduct Piggy.
No, he can't stand here. Damn it. He's over here now.
There. I always have to put him like ass towards you.
I wish I had the ability to make him not ass towards me.
I know, it's still like
It's just annoying. Alright.
Come on, Piggy, let's make some music.
What was the last one? Was it F?
Just sworn there was a G in there.
Whoopsies. It's fine.
Let's try that again.
E, C, D, G. Why is the B in darkness?
That's where the light ends.
That plant has rejected my offering.
Yeah, did you still fuck it up?
How did I fuck it up? Where did I miss?
It's GF, no, I should do E again.
No, I went to G when I should have just been like the fucking went originally. That was my bad.
Great job, Piggy.
Yep.
The cradle fern is used by the crested owl as nest. And in turn the plant has grown dependent on the owl's chime like call to should grow.
So like, what does it do if there's no owl?
Die!
It's like mysterious.
You did great, Piggy.
You did a good job, Piggy. You're a good assistant. Alright. Where do I have to go again? Oh, right, the attic.
What was the last plant that you had to grow?
It's the one that has to go to the attic.
Oh, the color one?
Yes, the nightfall? I think it was.
You gotta,
All right, Piggy,
gotta
you gotta be,
bring
you
that.
gotta be emotional support.
I'll be right back, Piggy.
My emotional support, rusted pig. When I was like much younger, I used to have those. I had a. That was like back when brands used to do like the weird gimmicky shit. When I was like younger, but I used to have like a pig that was made out of like a jean-like material, and like I used to take that thing everywhere with me.
It was just swear up and down that jeans are comfortable.
No, they're not. But I don't. I genuinely don't know what kind of fabric it was. It was like textured like a jean, but it wasn't. It wasn't like. It wasn't jean. It was really soft, which confused me.
Oh. I'll be right back, Piggy.
I'll be back, Piggy. I need to double check something. Cause the one that's there is the tiger moth. And the tiger moth. What? Is it labeled as the garden tiger? Oh yeah, garden tiger.
Yeah, I was like, I saw garden tiger, but I didn't see tiger moth.
It's in September. Do you remember the 21st night of September?
I hate that song.
Oh.
I don't know why every time I hear it, I'm just like, it's just like, not to sound all like fucking like depressing about it, it just sounds too upbeat and happy.
Well, it's supposed to be a disco song, so there's the.
You're looking for the paintings.
It was this way. It was this away.
Yeah, like I remember when I was playing this game too, and like I don't know why specifically in that hallway, I'm just like, I'm lost. I just kept walking back and forth in the hallway. I'm like, where is it?
I think it's just the awkwardness of it because like you like I like if this was a different game, I feel like maybe I'd understand the layout of things better. But like because this game is kind of like a one puzzle, one room situation, it feels very easy to get disorganized walking through it. October, April,
September.
BYOR.
Ah, yes, the lovely tree that has bloomed in my house that will die.
I just don't understand how that tree grew in here. It's literally concrete all the way down. It's fucking.
You know when they talk about the fucking. That's like house plants, and it's like, is that tap water? I can't fucking believe you like gave me this shit. It's like outdoor plants. It's like, is that a crack in the concrete?
Yeah, honestly, like it just like defies all logic. It's like nature finds a way. I'm like, nature's some bullshit. I think it's called a magic lantern.
Get ready, Piggy.
I think we did it.
Oh, this got closer to the plant. Like, damn.
It's like, yeah, damn, my grandma was dumb. I already figured this out. Too bad she's dead.
Had the whole machine and everything set up, and then she died. Seeing the nightfall bloom is a rare event. The flower only blooms with September sunrises. Sunsets.
No. Huh?
The flower only blooms with September sunsets. Night pollinators active in September, such as the garden tiger, often get trapped once the bud closes for the rest of the year. No, this is the common occurrence, huh? Like,
That's actually pretty sad.
yeah, I kind of feel bad for the boss. They're just in there like, oh no!
Come on, Piggy, off we go.
To the gatehouse!
The overly
You're gonna
loud
finally
music.
see the outdoors, Piggy.
You're gonna get out there, Piggy. You're gonna experience the outside.
We're going on an adventure together.
God, was the music always this loud?
Yes.
Every single time when I was editing this, I was like, holy shit, this music's fucking loud.
playing the game again. It's like, oh my god, it's just that loud. Like,
It's fucking loud as fuck.
oh right, like the song's like a fucking bop.
It's like you two can suffer with me, Piggy. Never seen the mailman.
How's the outdoors feel, Piggy?
Russ is more.
It's like, Piggy, we're going on all the adventures. You just start seeing him like flake away from like the sunlight.
Just disintegrates into ash. Ah, yes. We did it, Piggy.
Probably
Oh no.
stop here.
Oh no, Piggy, don't click through that. Oh. It's like I'll never see him. He's out there. One day. But anyways, that's enough of B Manor today.
The manor.
The Manor.